Oh, happy Wednesday. I'm sitting out here on my deck and it's raining out, so the energy is really good for cleansing. I started thinking about, I was at the gym one day and a woman had a shirt on that says, I match energy, so what we doing? I know she thought that was cute, like she bring it if you bring it. And I know that I hear people say things like, I mirror you. I don't mirror you and I don't match your energy because then I've given you my life and I don't have it. I'm not going to step into what you're doing and step out of what I'm experiencing because you got some shit going on with you. I don't match energy and I don't mirror you. If you're not treating me in the way I want to be treated, I've learned, walk away, Tracy. Let them do what they're going to do. Like that, the theory, the let them theory that's coming back up again. And Mel Robbins wrote a book about it. It's the woman who started the theory or who brought the theory, who God used to bring that theory to light. I don't remember her name, but Mel has a book about it. But yeah, I'm not going to mirror you and I'm not going to match your energy. If you start yelling and screaming, I'm not yelling and screaming back. We're not doing that. I used to be like that. I used to be like, well, if you're going to treat me bad, then I'm going to shrink. I didn't even treat you bad. I'm going to shrink and be unjust to myself. And this morning, someone sent me the reminder of the unjust prayer. Minister Farrakhan in this video was talking about the prayer. And the prayer is, Oh Allah, I have been unjust to myself and I confess my faults. So please grant me protection against all my faults, for none grants protection against faults but thee. Being unjust to yourself can come in the form of you are in a space with somebody who treats you less than you deserve and you shrink and you accept that. You've been unjust to yourself. So you confess that to God. Being unjust to yourself doesn't mean you're the one doing the wrong, but you're the one accepting the wrong. It's both. So whether you're the one actively out here acting a damn fool or the one accepting the foolishness, you're being unjust to yourself. You should confess that to God and ask God to protect you from being like that. I'm not mirroring you. If you out in these streets, I remember once I knew someone, her husband was having an affair. And so she decided, I'm going to have an affair too. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And I said to her, well, so because he's out there doing that, you going to let him make you a hoe? Not me. I would not do that. She said, well, he doing it. Yeah, but he took a covenant with God just as you did. Your covenant is with God. It's not with him. So you're out here messing over God because this man is messing over God. When you take it off of yourself, when you decide that people aren't ever doing anything to you, they're doing it to themselves, you just are the bullseye. You're the one in their target. You're the one that they're around, so you're receiving the effects. Yes, you could receive the physical effects because they could bring you back a disease and end your life, or a disease that just make your life a little miserable. So yes, you should get out of the eye of the target, but you shouldn't match it, baby, because then that's your stuff. I also believe that it was in her to do that, and it just needed to come out because there are things inside of us that we don't know. It's like the ocean. We haven't discovered the depths of the ocean yet. There are kind of sea animals in there we've never seen before, but they're there. And every so often, one of them will show up and you're like, oh my God, where'd that come from? But it's always been there. And the same with us. There are things inside of you that circumstances will bring it out. It's to show you who you really are. So if you are that type of person that someone does something to you and you match it, you were going to do that anyway. You just needed the opportunity to do it. But I'm not matching you because I recognize I'm a really good person. I'm a good soul. And what's in me is going to come up out of me. Yes, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm not malicious. So I'm not going to match your maliciousness. I'm not a yeller and a screamer. So if you start yelling and screaming, I'm not matching you. But what I'm not doing anymore is shrinking so that you can feel better about yelling and screaming, or shrinking so I can play victim and you can feel sad that you yelled and screamed. Not doing that anymore. It has taken some time, but I'm 57 years young, and I recognize that I bring the energy that I want to see. I'm the master of my destiny. So if I'm going to be the master of my destiny, I'm not mirroring you taking me off course. I mirror you do something to get myself hurt. I match your energy and I'm in the wrong space because your energy is really, really low, and then I'm in the wrong space in that energy space that we in, somebody doing something ain't got no business doing. I get caught up in it, and now I'm not doing any of that, Bookie. I'm not matching your energy and I'm not mirroring you. I'm going to simply be Tracy, the best that I can be. And I'm going to pray that unjust prayer because I have been unjust to myself. I have allowed myself to shrink to make others feel big. I have allowed myself to be quiet so that others can speak loudly and foolishly. I'm not doing that no more. But I'm also not going to put myself and make put myself in spaces I'm not wanted. So if you don't ask me for advice, I'm not going to give it. You didn't ask. And if you ask me for advice, I'm going to preface it with, this is my opinion, since you asked. And then I'm going to give it. So just wanted to share that with you this wonderful Wednesday morning. Maybe you should stop mirroring people if that's what you're doing. Maybe you should stop matching energy if that's what you're doing. Maybe you should say the unjust prayer. Regardless of what your faith tradition is, you can say, "Oh Christ, oh Divine Mother, oh Jesus, oh Buddha," whatever your religion, your spiritual path is. I have been unjust to myself, and I confess that. And now I'm asking to be granted protection from that, because the only one that can grant me protection from the things inside me that I don't know is the one who created me, that knows everything about me. How about trying that? Anyway, go enjoy this wonderful Wednesday, guys. I'll see you soon.